right. You guys want to do some John Fetterman?
Of course.
John Fetterman, because he's addictive. Hulkamasha Baby says, who's that crackhead up on that nag?
Oh, no. You guys.
Go to Portland and just look at everyone and go,
You're already dead, sinner.
Yes, we are.
All right, John Fetterman went back to...
I gotta scroll a ways.
He went back to the Senate yesterday, and he got to make a speech in a subcommittee. He got to make opening statements. And if there's one thing I love, it's unedited. We haven't gotten unedited
Uncensored.
Fetterman since, like, the debate, right?
I don't think so.
When he said goodnight in his opening statement?
Yeah, because anything else they've been chopping up, right? When he talks.
Yeah, so we saw clips of him on 60 Minutes, and he sounded like shit there, but they also clipped the shit out of him. You could tell with the cuts, where the cuts were.
Poor guy.
And so in this one, Fetterman is giving a 2-minute opening statement on... Now, it's interesting because, like, on our show, if you say, hey, we'll get to this in 2 minutes, that's the blink of an eye.
2 minutes is going to feel like a lifetime here, I'm guessing.
2 minutes of Fetterman speaking, all kinds of things could happen. It's like 2 minutes here is nothing. 2 minutes in Pete Buttigieg making a decision on airlines could affect this country forever. So let's get to Fetterman giving an opening statement. Enjoy.
Oh.
Well, you thought that gavel was cute.
That was a weak gavel hit.
My lady's saying you got weak gavel skills, John.
You're a big dude. Pound that shit.
I call to this hearing of the U.S. Senate Subcommittee and Food and Nutrition.
Oh, no. I wanted to listen to this with you. I have not seen this yet.
I really... Like, there are times where I'm a complete shitbag and I know it for laughing. I kind of don't feel bad anymore about this one.
You could have said no.
You could have said no.
You could have said no. And, dude, I would hope that you would tell me no.
Yes.
That you're like, honey, I don't want you in this position. This is not good for your recovery.
If you like got your beans.
Your beans. If you got your beans in a broth.
If you got your brains beat in from like boxing and shit and you had CTE.
Or your beans sprayed in. We're falling apart. Sorry, guys.
I'm going to tell you not to take the next fight.
Right.
Okay? This guy is not well. He can't be here.
I want to go back to the and food thing.
You know what the difference is? His family goes ziplining while he's in the hospital.
Yeah, while he's in the hospital for depression, instead of them staying in a hotel across the street to help him,
they
go
go
ziplining.
Holding your dick the whole time.
Thank you. I appreciate that. My depressed dick would really appreciate such a kind gesture.
Stroke him and hope he perks up.
Oh, that's so sweet. If you're depressed, is it harder to get boners? It's got to be, right?
Absolutely.
And then they put you on medication where your dick doesn't work.
When you are depressed or like have anxiety problems, one of the first things to go is your libido. And then the drugs they put you on absolutely take that away even more.
Well, I'm not depressed. Am I right, everybody? Okay. Back to John Fetterman and food. I want to hear that. Guys, I might play this 9,000 times in a row.
Okay.
I call to this hearing of the U.S. Senate Subcommittee and Food.
The U.S. Subcommittee. So he's calling a meeting of the U.S. Subcommittee and food.
Well, maybe he means like submarine sandwiches.
Oh, we're gonna have
subcommittee.
We're gonna have hero sandwiches today.
I call to this hearing of the U.S. Senate Subcommittee and Food and Nutrition, Specialty Crops, Organics, and Research
Craps?
to order.
We're gonna play craps and eat sandwiches. Today fucking rules.
That's a great day.
I love when substitute teacher Fetterman is running shit.
Me too.
We get to gamble and eat sandwiches.
Chairwoman Stabenow.
He didn't know where the fuck she was.
This is
Watch this again. He doesn't know where the fuck she is. He's like, Stabenow, that girl.
This is a really. I pictured this being a big room.
No, it's a subcommittee.
This is tiny.
Yeah, it's a sub. It's not like the committee. It's the subcommittee.
Chairwoman Stabenow. And
She's like, I'm catching Fetterman disease. I don't even know what fucking time of day it is.
Well, I think you're around him long enough. You start questioning your own abilities.
and
It'd be funny if you went, afternoon, retard.
Ma'am, it's evening.
Like Fetterman went, yeah, it's afternoon, you stupid bitch. Get your shit together. Like Fetterman's a dick about everybody else's speech.
And he's just, sorry, Tourette's.
Yeah. She's like, well, Amy, me and Amy. And he went, stop. Amy and I. Go ahead. Cookies.
Ranking Member Boozman, thank you so much for coming.
Boozman?
This is like for these other committee members, this is like when the Lakers sign a retard to a 10-day contract and let him go to practice.
Yeah.
Like this is the same thing. They're just like, all right, guys, humor him. We'll take the rest of the meeting once he gets through this opening statement.
It's like his Make-A-Wish or something.
Yeah.
It's weird. And then who are these young people behind him?
like pages and interns.
This guy with the purple tie has like gauge earrings and shit, and he's just sitting back here laughing, if anyone's noticed.
Thank you for your leadership on this committee, and I look forward to working with you to pass a farm bill.
They are looking at him like, very good. You're doing very well. Yes. Good job, Jonathan.
Yes. You get a treat today.
Bill that works for small farmers.
Small farters. They want a bill for small farters.
Rural communities and hungry Americans. I would also like to thank my ranking member, Senator Braun. And I look forward to working closely with you.
You gave this fucking guy a chairmanship of a subcommittee. Are you guys like taunting him? Are you, like, this is why I don't have a problem making fun of him. They're mocking him.
Yes. He was put there with like this false sense of like,
They should be letting this guy just vote on Zoom every day. That's all he does. Vote, 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 vote. That's no subcommittees, no responsibilities. Because you know what you give a guy with a broken brain from a stroke? Shitloads of things to do and shitloads of responsibilities to remember and a lot of pressure and stress.
right, correct me if I'm wrong, but didn't they just need him as a Democratic placeholder, essentially? Like he just needed the vote?
Like I said, somebody said it in the chat. They informed me of this. If he stays until August, the governor gets to appoint a replacement for the rest of the term. He's going to have depression again come August. And then they're going to let him step down.
I don't even know if this is going to be real because there's going to be enough people talking shit about him in the bathroom.
He might get depressed.
He's going to hear it.
SNAP is one of the most effective programs to fight hunger and poverty in the country.
Oh, he's funny. He thinks food stamps are the best way to fight hunger and promote obesity. Am I right? It is amazing that, do you know that the number one health problem in the United States among the impoverished is obesity?
Yeah. Oh, that's
Our
not hard to...
poor people are too fat.
Wasn't it something like 40% of the United States is overweight?
Yeah, overweight or obese,
Yep.
40%.
In my time and effort in IFAS, as the mayor of Braddock to lieutenant governor to now,
Did he just say in my time in IFAS? In my time in ISIS, I killed a lot of filthy infidels. Fuck them all into the ground, Allahu Akbar.
It's hard.
as the mayor of Braddock to lead programs to fight hunger and poverty in the country. In my time and effort in IFAS,
Piracy?
as the mayor of Braddock to lieutenant governor to now, I have heard from Pennsylvanians about their support for a SNAP. Hunger.
No. You misunderstood, Senator Fetterman. Those were people in Philadelphia. They meant like the snap, like Thanos. That's what they were in support of.
Oh, see, I thought he meant like Bend and Snap from Legally Blonde.
Oh, no. I think they were just meant...
Jennifer Coolidge really got after it.
They would really like somebody in this country who's politically neutral to gather all the Infinity Stones and just give it a go.
Okay.
Hunger is not a Republican or a Democrat issue. It's all of our issue that we have to take it on.
This motherfucker's laughing.
I told you.
This guy's laughing at John Fetterman.
Look at him. He's so funny.
Oh, he's got another piece of paper.
We need to come together and stop playing political games with Americans' access to food.
Americans.
Americans like Chair about Chloe George from the north to the town of Northeast in Pennsylvania.
You know when they call on the really shy kid in class to do popcorn reading?
Yes, I do know.
And then you have to listen to him read and you're all like kind of getting warm and you're like, oh.
They just kind of they stumble through their paragraph like this until they hope that the next person's called.
It was the best of times. Times. Sure is.
Pennsylvania. He tells me that his victim was...
He talks like Rocky reads in Rocky 2 when Adrian's in a coma. And I don't know if I can do it, Spike said. It was hard, and he did. I don't read so good.
I like watching the guy behind him.
In the morning, this is John Fetterman for Beast Aftershave. Action. In the morning, I splash it on, and it makes me smell mainly.
Skimming, which was when somebody stole money and he relied from its SNAP EBT. Mr. Jor is not the first Pennsylvanian I've heard this from. I fear he won't be the last. And I will work in this.
Everyone just looks awkward, and they're like, can we get this show on the road,
Look
please?
at the guy in the blue. He's like squinting, and I'm like, what?
You know why? Because that's like when you don't realize the faces you're making and you're struggling with the person.
Yeah.
Like you do that thing where someone's struggling to read and you're like you're tensing up and you don't even realize it because you're like
It like hurts you.
you're
almost
trying
try
to will them
understand.
forward.
God wills it.
Yes.
To modernize SNAP to work to recipients in the 21st century. I look forward to hearing from you, your witness on this Nootrogen.
Your witness on the Nootrogen? Is that a new drug for women who don't produce enough estrogen?
It is. I actually started taking it.
You started taking Nootrogen?
5
Is it good?
years ago.
One more time, John, please.
I look forward to
Look at her.
hearing from you, your witness on this Nootrogen for assistance on the Farm Bill. And I will now turn to Senator Braun for any opening comments that he would like to make.
Senator Braun goes, thank you for that mercy killing, Senator. I appreciate it. Oh, it's going to be, I was going to say that it's going to be a long 6 years with that guy, but he ain't going 6 years.
No, it's going to be a fortnight.
Yeah. Yeah,
We're going to have 2 weeks here.
once you get to August, if you guys are right, and the people who said that he's got till August, if that's the case, then yeah, it's not going to.
I think
It's going to be August. Whatever the cutoff date is, that's going to be the date he's done.
I really think that like maybe they're just leaning into him now. They're going to keep giving him speaking parts and stuff like that so that they can keep watching it get worse. So they're like, look, clearly this guy isn't good to be here anymore
Right.
in August. It doesn't even have to be the depression angle.
Exactly.
Just watch him be.